right, where we go on a Tuesday podcast. Nice to have Eddie back. We got everything up and running, things moving smoothly. What's up, Al?
Yeah, I got upwards of 3 people reached out yesterday to ask where the podcast
A
was.
whopping 3
yeah,
people?
whopping 3.
That's it?
Including Nicole.
That's a disappointing number.
There were 3. Yeah, 3 people. Actually, that's not true. There were 3 people on Twitter.
Okay.
And then maybe 4 or 5 on Instagram.
It's still not a great number.
So 8. I would say upwards of 8 people were looking for the podcast yesterday.
Sorry we disappointed those 8 people.
Yep. So good news. Eddie uploaded. So yesterday, Eddie was out. Eddie's normal backup, Fleegs, was also out. The backup to the backup, Rascona, was in. He doesn't know how to get or doesn't have an account to upload the podcast.
Got it.
At some point, you would think they'd show me how to do this stuff, but
I was going to say, at some point, why didn't you just tell us you know how to do it?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he did.
You could have left at 10 o'clock.
No, I would like to. Yeah. I guess we could have, but now people have double the pleasure.
And you know what? People are going to be driving this week and next week.
Yeah.
A lot of Christmas shopping, so download some episodes.
I know I'm kind of myself short on some podcasts because there are times when I load, I save the podcast I want to listen to, and there's sometimes I'll have 8 of them there, and some of those Joe Rogan ones 3 hours.
Yeah.
I was and then I'm at a point like today, I have nothing. What am I supposed to listen to?
BT.
It's a lot of sports, though. You know what I mean, Jerry? I like to get away from the sports just because I'm in 5 hours of sports.
It is a lot of sports.
I'm 5 hours of sports a day. You are as well.
Correct.
Plus, if you listen to...
I listen to them on the way home, though, too.
Well, and any of the... And you sometimes will pop CMAC on the way in, to see what's going on. Yeah, you could have upwards of 7 hours of sports talk a day.
For sure. And then there's days I listen to it all day, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't get to me like it gets to you.
Yeah.
But I go through phases. I would say I haven't listened to the overnight in a couple of weeks. Prior to that, it was every night for a couple of weeks. There are days I want to listen to music. There are days I don't put anything on. And I sit there and just shiver on the way until
with your heat.
The heat kicks on in my car. But yeah, no, I go through phases. Even with podcasts, I go through phases. I go through phases with YouTube, though that has become more of the norm.
Yeah.
These days. But yeah, I don't.
Yeah. Sometimes on my ride in the dark, I like music.
Okay.
On the way home, I have to listen to a podcast. I just can't listen
I'm the
to
opposite.
music.
I find I can listen to BT and Sal, or at least I have been able to. But for the most part, if I put on any other talk, I struggle to stay awake, and I need the music. Whereas I'm not usually into music on the way in, so we're opposite.
I don't know, something about the dark and driving in the dark,
okay.
which I like music for. But now I got I don't know what to do on my ride home today. I mean, I got to the point where I scrolled back on the Joe Rogan podcast, and I was like, which one of these haven't I listened to? I guess I'll listen to this. And I know I'm not going to enjoy it. I was going to feel but I'll still keep it on, which is really strange. We have to do a better job at letting people know what podcasts are good. And right now,
that's not up to one person.
There are probably some great podcasts that don't get any listeners.
Yeah.
And there are podcasts that get millions of listeners that you listen, you go, what is this?
Is that any different, though, than the wide receivers that get discovered and the ones that don't? Or the great baseball players in wherever in this country or in Latin America that just never get discovered? It's how do you cut through?
I know, but in some ways it's great because anyone can get involved.
Yes.
But in other ways, back when there were what we would call, I guess, gatekeepers, NBC would decide what shows you were going to see.
Sure.
Right? There's no one deciding which podcast you're going to listen to. Every podcast just gets put up.
Yeah. It's up to you to decide what you want to listen to or not listen to.
Yeah.
And that's why also, if you think back to when it started, the reason it's called YouTube is because it was a way for you to get your stuff up and out to people. And if no one was interested, no one would watch it.
Yeah. But there's even all of these podcasts that when you look at the statistics, it'll tell you how many podcast episodes exist. And it's in
millions,
incredible number.
Yeah.
Then how many different podcasts there are. Then how many of those podcasts publish on a weekly or monthly basis. It keeps shrinking, But this stuff is being stored somewhere. What you know how
I
much
don't know.
useless content we're storing?
Yeah. These servers have to be a monstrosity.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a very good question.
Yeah, I'm very confused by it.
Mhm.
I've been ordering, packages from Amazon
Okay.
because it is the holiday season.
I have not done one bit of shopping yet.
What is your game plan?
I don't know. I'll figure it out this
Now,
weekend.
does your wife do most of the family shopping?
Yeah, well, we don't do a lot of family shopping, but if you're talking about for our kids,
Yeah.
yes, she will do a lot of it. I have a few things I have to go pick up.
Now, will she go to the store and get stuff for
She
the
does
kids,
both.
or she orders?
She does a pretty good mixture of both online, and she still likes to go out to the stores and have some feeling of the holidays. I ordered a couple of things online for my kids. I'm going tomorrow with one of my kids to go Christmas shopping for her. And then I'll finish the rest probably on, like, to me, it's a 1 or 2 day thing. I don't stretch this out. I'll finish everything Saturday.
Now, will you go to like a mall or like a
No, probably not. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, there's only Freehold Mall is really the only one. Even Woodbridge isn't that good anymore. And even Freehold is more about, now Freehold redid Dick's Sporting Goods. I don't know if you've been there at
I
all.
have not.
Remember where Dick's was? It was in
Mhm.
the parking lot and they had like an out parcel to the mall.
Yes.
That's gone. The building's still there, but they built them a monstrosity that is now attached to the mall. It is the biggest Dick's Sporting Goods I have ever seen, and it's really nice. So I could go there, I guess. I'm really not sure, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Haven't figured that part of it out yet, but
Yeah, I'm running into this thing this year only with Amazon, which is I've ordered multiple things where, like, you see on the Amazon, it'd be like, "Oh, this will arrive Wednesday."
Mhm.
Awesome. That's in 2 days, whatever it is. I order it. It sends me an email confirmation. 2 days later, it'll go, "Your package is running late. We have no idea where it is. You can
Really?
cancel this if you want." What?
I've seen a couple where it's running late. I haven't seen where they've lost track of it. That's bad.
Yeah, they say they don't know where it is, but then when you click on, like, the tracking, it'll be like, "It left here, it left here." And then it's like, it's sitting in
Hmm.
and it's just is it just sitting there? Did a truck catch fire?
I don't know.
Did somebody go crazy and throw it out the window?
Yeah, that's interesting.
And this happened to multiple things this week alone.
Maybe they're even getting to a point where they have too many orders.
Or is it the only thing I was thinking of, like, so yes, a lot of orders. Maybe like a lot of orders means a lot of what do they call seasonal work.
Mhm.
So these are not regular Amazon drivers.
Could be.
Right. And then maybe somebody gets their loads up with their packages one day and they're like,
I
"Screw
quit.
this, I ain't doing this." And then who knows where those packages
Yeah,
are?
it's very possible. To me, everything's on the table. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That whole business model to me is the most fascinating thing that I can't wrap my head around.
And then let's say the one thing where, because there's one item that they said they don't know where it is. It says it was delivered today. But it also, like, I got a delivery notice. Here's your items on your porch.
Is there a photo with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But if I go on my Amazon app and click on the product, they go, "We have no idea where this is." So if I cancel that,
Be careful.
I mean, I don't like to rip people off, but I'm saying, like, I could cancel that and they don't even know where it is.
Yeah.
I'm a good
somewhere
person, though, Jerry.
something's crossed,
Yeah.
and they would figure out at some point that it was delivered.
And they'll be like, "Oh, interesting.
Get your account suspended.
Yeah, we're suspending your account."
Yeah, that is it's weird. I mean, the software and everything that goes into this
Yeah.
has gotten better and better and better, but it's a behemoth.
Do you ever feel guilty
Yes.
ordering something so tiny and nothing, and they have to come to your house? Like, they're driving it from somewhere to your
Yeah.
house, and it's like, "Here's the pencil you wanted."
Well, I don't think I've ever ordered a pencil, but have I ordered ink cartridges that you get this big envelope and there's like 2 cartridges in it? Like,
Yeah.
wow, I couldn't have just gone to Staples. You know? So yeah, for sure. I think everybody has.
I sometimes want to say to it, like, and this is a really specific thing I order, but this is just, I want to give a specific example. So I have a like an espresso machine, and I was seeing online you're supposed to back flush it to clean it out,
Okay.
but you need like the silver disc to go into the holder so that it doesn't shoot down into the espresso and it shoots back up into the machine. That's how it cleans it. I was like, yeah, I probably need one of these. And I looked online, it was like $4. And it's a disc. And I click on it, they go, it'll be there tomorrow. I feel like going, yeah, whenever you get around to
No, no, tomorrow.
it. But
Tomorrow.
then someone drove that
That's right.
to my house, a
Yeah.
$4 item
They're
that
getting
weighs
paid by the
nothing,
hour. It's okay, Al.
and then just dropped it on
That
my porch.
That's all right. Well, how about when people buy little SD cards?
That's a great one. That actually might be the greatest
It
one.
just comes in a little envelope.
If you try to order on Amazon one SD card, micro SD card.
Has to be the smallest thing you could buy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the lightest.
Yes.
I look at it as, I know what you're saying. I thought you were going to say, do you feel bad? Always do the online shopping instead of going to the stores. In which case, yes, that does cross my mind from time to time. But no, I do not feel bad ordering something like that. That's their job. You know what? If it's not your delivery, it's another delivery they're going to make.
Yes, right. You're right. They're in my neighborhood
Yeah,
anyway.
It's fine.
Right. Because
the way that things are routed.
Yeah, my sister's the one who got me thinking about this. Like a year ago, she brought this up. She's like, what that does to the environment and all these cars. But you're right, they're in my neighborhood anyway.
It is. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. There are literally hundreds of thousands of these Amazon vans roaming around the tri-state area.
Plus, think of how much
somewhere.
we're helping the economy. All these people are worried about AI taking our jobs. We're keeping these drivers employed until we get self-driving cars. That'll be it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of that either.
I hate the idea of this. So I'm all for progress and technology. The self-driving car, I told you, I saw them in Vegas. No, thank you. Not interested. Not interested in even the self-propelled little helicopters. Are you out of your mind? I'm going to get in a thing with no pilot.
Oh, no, that I would not.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
And I know planes essentially fly themselves, but the pilots and the co-pilot is there.
They're there in case there's a problem.
You're damn right. That to me seems just funky.
It is funny that we tell people like, it's the holidays, you're going to go out, see your friends, and you're going to go drinking.
Right.
Have a plan, take an Uber or Lyft home. Well, that guy might be drunk or high on weed.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
You're or he might be up and have been driving since 6 a.m.
Yes.
In which case you have to pay attention to make sure he stays awake. You're right about that. I think what you're hoping for, though, is that they're doing their job the way they're supposed to be, and they're not out boozing it up and say, "Oh, let me go pick some people up. It'll be fun."
I mean, people do complain about their cars smelling like weed a lot, though.
Yeah. Oh, it's a lot of cars you get into now.
Yeah.
Uber cars.
Yeah.
I've actually made a big shift back to cabs. When I've gone
like
into
if you're in
the
cities,
city. Yeah. Like when in Detroit, I didn't take Ubers. Well, I took an Uber from one hotel to the other, only because I went out there. There were no cabs in the area. And I looked in Uber, there were cars all over the place. But from the airport, I took a cab. In Vegas, I took cabs.
The thing about cabs, do you feel the pressure like with a cab, you have to pay cash?
You don't.
Oh, you don't?
No. I mean, in Detroit, it was credit card or debit, credit or debit. In Vegas, they charge you an extra $2 for using the card. But I will tell you I thought this was interesting. And I know if you take a cab from like JFK into the city, there's like a set rate. I know that. So I'm sure this is probably the same thing. But when I went to Detroit, I landed at like whatever time it was, 6:00 on Wednesday night for the Thursday night football game. And pretty much rush hour, 6 p.m. I mean, I would say. So I go out, I get a cab, and it took me to the Cowboys team hotel, and the airport is not exactly in Detroit. It was a 42-minute ride. You know, the fee was only $60. I thought it was going to be like $150.
Yeah.
It was $60 plus the $2. I'm like, all right, if I'm spending $60, another $2. What do I care? But I thought that was very, very affordable.
Yeah, I see that on like the side of the cabs here in New York City. I'll say like a $35 to
Flat
LaGuardia.
Fee. Yeah.
Do you think the cabbies, when you get in the car and go, take me to LaGuardia, they're like, oh, God.
I think that's possible. Yeah, I do.
And they don't want to go to LaGuardia because they're only making $35 or whatever it is.
Hey, you hope for a big tip.
Yeah.
And I don't know that a lot of people are doing that.
Right.
It's a tough job.
Yeah.
Tough job.
Yeah. Do you think you'd be a chatty person or wouldn't say anything or somewhere in between?
Somewhere in the middle. I would try and be pleasant, but I am not going to talk your ear off because I don't want you to talk off my ear.
Would you have like every once in a while you get in a car that's like got a theme to it, like they got a disco ball? It feels like a nightclub in there. Like,
I've never
would you
really
do
come
like
across that.
all Cowboys gear in your car? You know what I mean? Like something
That'd
interesting.
be cool.
There's a woman in near my town in Bradley Beach. It's one of those times, maybe Asbury Park.
Mhm.
She's a driver. She drives people to the airport and all stuff. It's her, and she's made up with all this makeup, and her dog. And
Hmm.
that's part of the gimmick is that her and her dog
Drive
will
you.
drive you in this interesting looking car wherever you want to go.
She's separating herself from everybody else.
Yeah, she is separating herself.
It's not bad.
Yeah. I don't know if I would trust that more or less.
You have to go online and see her reviews.
Yeah, I think she probably has good reviews.
If she does, I'm in. The reviews I never thought I would take very seriously. I do. I really look at them.
For which things?
Everything. Before we go to a restaurant I've never been to, I will look at the reviews. Before I now hire someone to come do a job at the house, if I'm getting it through online, not through a friend, I will look at the reviews. And I'm not to the point where I see one bad one. I like to see what the response is then. If there's a bad one and they respond, well, this is what happened. Oh, I like this guy. If there's, bad one after bad one after bad one, I'm out. But I do. I look at the reviews now.
I always, especially with a restaurant, I go to the reviews and I click newest.
Okay.
Because if someone had a bad experience a year ago, they may have
Right.
fixed that problem.
For sure. That's a good point.
And you're right. I like when a business goes after somebody who's being nasty.
Yeah.
And they're like,
But see, it's so interesting you say that because there are athletes that get a bad rap because they'll go back at fans who are literally sullying their name, calling them terrible things. Like, why is it wrong to defend yourself? People always say, not people, whenever a boomer like, oh, you're angry. I'm not angry. I'm replying to you attacking me. Am I supposed to sit here and just get beaten like a mule?
yeah.
It's called no. It's like why Kevin Durant calls someone out for saying stuff that's not true online, especially if it's someone that's got a lot of fun. Like, what is wrong with defending yourself and having a little fun, And I think we have I don't have an issue when a restaurant or some sort of a business fights back. But yet on social media, it's like, oh, you gotta be bigger than that. Why? Oh, well, maybe I'm not bigger than that. Maybe you're
I'm
an ass
smaller.
face, and I'd like to tell you that. Why can't I do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Kevin Durant's the one I always think of because people get on him for like calling people out. It's like, well, he was the jerk though, not Kevin, not Durant.
Yeah. Yeah, I like when a business is watching their Google reviews and responding because they want to have a good number because people
sure.
do. It's funny too when you'll see sometimes like out of 5 stars it normally is, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be 3 stars and they'll say food was awesome, great atmosphere, our waitress was tremendous. Like, well then why is it 3 stars?
Right. If I read that, I'd go.
Yeah.
Even though it's 3 stars, to me that sounds like a very good review.
Yeah.
I don't know why it wouldn't be better.
But it knocks their reviews down
does.
a little bit.
Yeah, it does. Have you ever gotten an Uber car where like they had like a rating of like 2?
No.
Like they can't even exist, right?
No, they can't. You're right. Every one is perfect.
Well, I haven't got perfect, but I've got every 4.95, 4.91. That's like the lowest I think I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy's got a rating of 1. Well, this must be a great ride. What is that? He's naked or something?
Or you'll see cars, some of the cars will put like a thing in their window to let you know they're an Uber or a Lyft.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll see the cars parked somewhere. I'm like, someone's going to pick me up in a pickup truck to go to the airport?
Well, I'll tell you, you go in the Midwest, you're damn right you're getting picked up in a pickup truck. Yes.
Strange.
Yeah. Very strange.
The other thing with the Amazon that I haven't heard much this year, and it's normally a huge story this time of year, is what we call porch pirates.
Mm-hmm.
People stealing packages.
Yep.
I have not heard stories of that yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. It hasn't come across any of my feeds.
Yeah, but normally it's like pounded this time of year.
I don't usually worry about it except when it's an expensive item.
Yeah.
So for my older son's birthday, I bought him a driver through Callaway. It was ordered from Golf Galaxy. They ordered it through Callaway because they didn't have it in stock because it was a lefty and whatever. There were a couple of specifics I needed for it. So they were going to send it to my house. And of course, the day it was scheduled to arrive was one of those rare days when none of the 4 of us are home. You got to be kidding me. And I was the first one to get home. I think it was going to be like 4 o'clock after I had to go to Rutgers to do a couple of interviews. And it was a long day for me. My wife had a doctor's appointment after school, and my other son had practice. And it's like, and of course it got delivered at like, my wife probably left for work at 7:45 in the morning and it got delivered at 8:03. And I'm like, that's going to sit there. That's a $500 driver that's just going to sit. So we kept the cameras on. Not that that's going to help at all.
Right.
But we kept the cameras on. Just we could at least see if someone was going to take it. And it was no issue, which was nice.
Yeah. I've been seeing a lot. Like I walk around with the dog a lot and I
Yeah.
see tons of packages.
Yeah. They're
I'm like,
everywhere.
yeah. Part of me is like, it's so easy to steal packages.
Well, that's why they got the Amazon lockers all over the place, too.
Yeah. But yeah, people don't seem to be stealing packages this year, which is good because, I mean, you really are rolling the dice. One, if you get caught, you're a thief.
Yep.
Two, imagine somebody steals my package and it's a disc to backwash my espresso machine.
Not very exciting.
Not very exciting. Most of the
true.
stuff is interesting to you because you've bought it.
True.
You know what I mean?
Of course,
Although,
in my case, it said Callaway on the
yeah,
box.
that's the worst.
That's a problem.
Yeah. Very expensive driver. Please take.
Right, because otherwise you could think maybe it's a broom.
Yeah.
It says Callaway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything with Apple on it, forget it, because Apple
Oh.
doesn't sell a cheap product.
No.
So
That-
any product with
that's a
Apple,
mess.
yeah.
I don't think I've ever had an electronic product delivered to the house, except a laptop for my son. I scheduled the delivery date on a day I knew my wife was going to be home. But I don't think I've ever done electronics. I've always picked them up at the store, the PS5s,
Yeah.
the PlayStations or whatever, the Wiis, the phones we've gotten, the iPad, all that stuff I pick it up at the store.
Yeah. You don't want that sitting on your porch.
No, I do not.
I also worry about like this thing's been in the freezing cold all night long.
But what you fail to realize is a lot of times the warehouses they're in are freezing cold all the time.
Or the trucks they're in.
Yeah.
Or the
Yeah. So you don't have to really worry about it being outside for an hour. It's going to be just fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuff's resilient.
It is resilient.
It's resilient.
I was looking at someone on my Christmas list, Jerry's interested in a telescope.
Okay.
How the hell do those things work? It's
I
not
have no
plugged
idea.
into anything.
I don't know.
You're just looking through.
And they're expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, how, I don't understand how that's working.
Ask Eddie. Sure, he could break it down piece by piece for you.
I'm
I
like
don't know.
looking in a thing and you tell me now I'm closer to see the moon
Yeah.
and this isn't plugged into anything.
I guess not.
Same with binoculars, right?
Well, binoculars is nothing more than a magnifying glass. But I'm only looking 50 yards in front of me, not 5,000 miles.
Right. Like
That's
how
the
far
thing
is
about
the
the
moon?
telescope. The telescope.
Yeah.
You know, binoculars I just see it a little bit bigger and a little clearer. You're talking about looking into space, for Christ's sake.
I did look when I was purchasing my binoculars, Jerry, to look at bikini girls on the beach.
Right.
I mean, drones.
Right.
The more powerful the binocular, the more shaky it is if you hold it.
Really?
Yeah. So like if you get the more powerful binocular goes like to a certain point, you have
What
to
are you trying to look for? Pubic hair?
drones, Jerry, the drones over the ocean. So you could see further, but you really need it on like a tripod or something. Otherwise it gets very shaky.
Well, it must be some scene in your apartment. I swear, in your condo. I swear to God. You must look like the pervert of all perverts.
What are you staring at, old bald man? The drones. The
By drone,
drones.
you mean the blonde in the thong bikini?
Yeah.
Yeah, the binoculars I have are good. They're 50 times. I don't have that issue. I've never had those super powered ones.
I think it's either 70 or 80 times where it gets shaky.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Yeah.
50 has been enough for me.
Me too, Jerry. Me too.
Got 150 times.
How you doing?
Oh, you're funny.
Through my binoculars. All right, Jerry, it's the warm-up program.
Yeah.
We'll be back here tomorrow. What's tomorrow?
Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay.
Wednesday. We celebrate the Knicks NBA Cup championship.
Oh, that's going to be exciting.
Oh, yeah.
Of
We'll
a
even make
parade
the
here.
show sheet.
That will make the show sheet.
Okay. There you go.
Yes, it will.
Nice.
All right, Jerry, warm up next. Soon.